Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let thy Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Let thy Gaura Haribo. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajagacharya Ashtotara Satasri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Prem Se Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Shri Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Loga ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Daivim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 31, the Gopis' Song of Separation. Reading the introduction here, this chapter relates how the gopis, overwhelmed by feelings of separation from Krishna, sat down on the bank of the Yamuna and began praying for his audience and singing his glories. Because the gopis had dedicated their minds and very lives to Krishna, they were beside themselves with the transcendental pain of separation. But their crying, which appears like evidence of misery, actually shows their exalted state of transcendental bliss. As it is stated, Yatadheka Vaishnave Vyavahara Dukha Nischaya Janihasi Paramananda Sukha. Whenever one sees a Vaishnava acting unhappy, one should know it for sure that he is actually experiencing the highest spiritual bliss. Thus, each of the gopis began addressing Lord Sri Krishna according to her individual mode of ecstasy, and they prayed for him for his mercy. As the pastimes of Krishna spontaneously arose in the minds of the gopis, they sang their song, which relieves the agony of those suffering from the burning pain of separation from Krishna, and which bestows supreme auspiciousness. They sang, O Lord, O lover, O cheater, when we remember your smile, your loving glances, and your pastimes with your boyhood friends, we become extremely agitated. Remembering your lotus face adorned with locks of blackish hair, smeared with the dust of the cows, we become irrevocably attached to you. And when we remember how you followed the cows from forest to forest with your tender feet, we feel great pain. In their separation from Krishna, the gopis considered a single moment an entire age. Even when they had previously seen him, they had found the blinking of their eyelids intolerable, for it blocked their vision of him for a fraction of a second. The ecstatic sentiments for Lord Krishna that the gopis expressed may appear like symptoms of lust, But in reality they are manifestations of their pure desire to satisfy the Supreme Lord's spiritual senses. There is not even the slightest trace of lust in these moods of the gopis. Text 1. Gopyu chuhu jayati te dikam janamana vraja shayata indira shashvatatrahi dayita drishyata vikshutavaka tvayi drishtashavas tvam vichinvate. Please repeat. Gopyu chuhu jayati te dikam janamana vraja shayata indira shashvatatrahi dayita drishyataam dikshutavakas tvayi drishtasavas tvam vichinvate. Jayati te dikam janamana vraja shayata indira shashvatatrahi dayita drishyataam dikshutavakas tvayi drishtasavas tvam vichinvate. Gopya uchuhu. The gopis said, Jayati is glorious, te your, adhikam exceedingly, janmana by the birth, vrajaha the land of Vraja, shayate is residing, Indira Lakshmi the goddess of fortune, Shashvat perpetually, Atra here, he indeed, Dayita O beloved, Drishyatam may you be seen, Dikshu in all directions, Tavakaha your devotees, Tvayi for your sake, Dhrita sustained, Asavaha their life heirs, Tvam for you, Vichinvate they are searching. Translation and purport. The gopis said, O beloved, your birth in the land of Vraja has made it exceedingly glorious, and thus Indira, the goddess of fortune, always resides here. It is only for your sake that we, your devoted servants, maintain our lives. We have been searching everywhere for you, so please show yourself to us. Purport. Those who are familiar with the art of chanting Sanskrit verses will be able to appreciate the especially exquisite Sanskrit poetry of this chapter. Specifically, the poetic meter of the verses is extraordinarily beautiful, and also for the most part in each line the first and seventh syllables begin with the same consonant as do the second syllables of all four lines. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. A very famous chapter from the Panchama Adhyaya, 5 chapters called the Rasalila chapters, the high point of the Bhagavatam and the high point of pastimes of Krishna in Madhurya Rasa. We are chanting during the Kartik month every morning the Gopika Gitam, and it would be nice for us to know what exactly is happening also, and we can appreciate those verses much more. So the gopis are highly disappointed that Krishna disappeared during the Rasalila. He left them and disappeared. But he also disappeared with one gopi. Anayaradhito nunam. Shukadev Goswami speaks about that one gopi by just saying Anayaradhito nunam. Anaya aradhito. More than everybody else, she was worshipping Krishna the topmost way. Anaya means everybody else, Aradhita means worship. Nunam, definitely top class worship. This is the way he talks about Radharani. It doesn't even mention the name of Radharani, because they were so exalted in their absorption in Krishna. They were the topmost devotees. And here we can see that Krishna will disappear in the Rasalila after very intimately associating with them. We can't say it is physical association, because everything about the association of Krishna, especially with the gopis and the gopas and everybody in Vrindavan, is completely transcendental. It's got nothing to do with anything in the material world. And in the material world, those who are driven by lust, by greed, anger, kama, krodha, moha, lobha, mada, matsarya, and all these things can never understand the depth of this relationship. Because in these verses, the gopis will scold Krishna, chastise Krishna, speak ill of Krishna. In love of Krishna, they will speak all these things. That is the best part of it. And Krishna says, when the gopis chastise me, I find it so sweet to my ears. It is better than all the Vedic scriptures chanted by great munis and rishis and sages. It is very sweet to my ears. Why? Because it is filled with love of Krishna. Now, because he disappeared, they became very disappointed. But it is mentioned that Krishna will later come and tell them, I disappeared because to intensify your relationship with me. You will more intensely think of me and be more intense Krishna consciousness. That I want to see. So the Acharyas mentioned that Krishna remained hidden and he saw the activities of the gopis when he disappeared. In fact, he was hiding in the bushes in Vrindavan and watching them, it seems. Because they became mad. Bhagavatam says they became mad with separation of Krishna. They started doing drama in their, where did you go, Krishna? Why did you leave us? Because Krishna was so intimately associating with them. It is mentioned in the Bhagavatam that he kissed them. He embraced them. He touched their hair, their thighs, their breasts, and he made them feel his presence so much And why did he give this great reward to the gopis only? Because he was very pleased with the gopis, because they had prayed to Mother Katyayani throughout and performed austerities, shivering in the early morning, taking bath in the Yamuna and coming wet and worshipping Katyayani, when performing all sorts of austerities for the sake of getting Krishna as their husband. And then Krishna will steal their garments when they go to take bath in this thing. And he will keep all of them on the tree. And that time they'll be very disturbed, and at the same time they'll like it very much. What a hero Krishna is for them. So he will harass them by teasing them. But at the same time he will tell them that if you want your clothes, you must come naked and pay your obeisances. You have done great offense to Mother Yamuna by taking bath without clothes in it. Wrong. For that you have to seek pardon. And this was a very beautiful conversation between Krishna and the gopis. Gopis very young, and they will say that, Krishna, don't play the fool, this is too much. You are taking our clothes away. We are shivering in the water. We are wet. And at home we have to go and report very fast. This is very bad what you are doing. Then he will say, who is there to ask me what I do? Who is there to tell me? They say, well, go and complain to your father. Father is an old man. What he can do to me? What he can do to me? In this way he will argue with them. Then they'll say, we'll go and tell Kamsa. Oh, very good. You must go and tell Kamsa. You should bring him here. I'm very afraid of Kamsa. He's pretending like that. And he will talk to them. And then they will say, please do immediately give. He will say that, no. Listen to what I say. You prayed to me to be husband. So, a lady can be naked only in front of her husband. This is Acharya's commentary. So Krishna is saying, here is my reward to you as your husband. So each one of them, without actually telling this, they will come and, hide their nakedness like this and come shivering and offer obeisances. And he will give their clothes to them. A very, very deep pastime. If you look at it in a material and mundane way, then you'll be completely lost. But what is happening here is neither the gopis nor Krishna have anything to do with karma or lust. It is pure love, prema only. At that time you become very pleased with them. Whatever I say they will do. Because of their love for me, which is so high, so pure, so genuine. Whatever I tell them they will do. So, being pleased with them when he gives their clothes, they say, I am very pleased with you for your love for me. I will very soon reward you in the coming nights. I will offer myself to you and dance with you. He will promise them that I will do this for you. That's when he will have the Rasalila as the reward to the gopis for their sweet, simple love. Then, in the middle, when all these things are happening and they are all in ecstatic, prema and situation with Krishna, he expands himself and dances with each gopi. Next to each gopi, Krishna is standing. And there were millions of gopis. You see, no painting can fill up so many gopis. There were so many gopis, and every one of them is satisfied. Then he disappeared suddenly. Then you can imagine the madness they were in. They were at the peak of their association with Krishna and he disappeared. Then they became mad. Bhagavatam actually uses the word pramada, total madness. Where did you go? Where did you go, Krishna? And then they started remembering and acting like Krishna. Each one of them was showing one pastime. One is killing Putana and showing the face like this. Another one is killing Aghasura. Another one is killing Tranavrata, the wind demon. They're acting all these things. Each one of them. Can you imagine how the forest will be? Filled with each one of them mad, acting out the pastimes of Krishna, because they were so intensely absorbed in Krishna. So they were mad. Then they went here and there, started looking for Krishna, and they asked plants, trees, Tulasi, did you see Krishna? The animals, the deer, did you see Krishna? Did you see Krishna? Like that, madness of separation from Krishna. Very intensely meditation, absorbed in Krishna. So after that, they will come and sit on the bank of the Yamuna. And they will sing this song. Jayati Pedikam Janmana Vraja Shayata Yindira Shashwatatrahi Tayuta Drishyatam Dikshutabaka Tvayudrishta Savastvam Vichinvato Sharadudasaye Sadhu Jatasat Sarasijodhara Sri Mushadrisha Shuratamatate Yashulkadasika Varada Nigmato Neha Kimvada. Sri Jagannath Baladev Subhadramai ki. And start singing together. And it is one of the greatest compositions. Spontaneously they are chanting this. As mentioned here, they have analyzed this as one of the greatest poetry ever written. Because automatically you will see poetic meter, and also each line, the first and seventh syllables begin with the same consonant. If you look at it carefully, Jayati Pedikam Janmana Vraja Ja. Right? And it says here, and do the second syllables of all four lines. Jayati. Like that, if you look at it, you will see it's very intricately composed. But it's coming out spontaneously from them in love. Full absorption in Krishna. It shows that absorption and devotion is primary, everything else is secondary, a byproduct. So it's a very beautiful composition. Not only is it poetically very wonderful, in Sanskrit it is very wonderful, in language it's very wonderful, it's filled with devotion. And in that madness of devotion, they take privilege, they take the right to curse Krishna, to scold Krishna, to chastise Krishna, to call him cheater, you are that, you are this. No offense meant at all, because it's completely done in love of Krishna. So they are saying here, see, Acharyas will say, here the gopis are telling, Jayati Tedikam Janmana Vraja. You have taken birth in Vraja, because of that Vraja has become very glorious. But if you read Bhagavatam and everywhere the stories, he was born in Mathura. Okay? But here gopis are giving proof you were born in Vraja. Actually that story you know, the gopis know where he is born. So the Acharya says this is proof that Krishna was born in Vrindavan. And the gopis know about it more than anybody else. Jayati te dikam janmana vraja. They were born in Vraja. And we know that story, that actually he is born in Vraja. Twins were born, Krishna and Yogamaya. And Vasudeva will come all the way and take Yogamaya and go. Place Krishna there. So it's mentioned that he's born here and then he went and saw his mother in Devaki and came back. Again to Yashoda. That is the actual story mentioned in Harivamsha and other places. But it is not known to everybody. These are all confidential information from the Vraja, which the gopis know. So here the gopis are saying, you took birth in Vraja. So that must be correct. Jayati te dikam janmana Vraja. Adhikam. Vraja, more than normal it has become famous. And the acharyas will say, Adhikam means more than Vaikunta. Because it is Goloka Vrindavana. It is Vrindavan. From Goloka it has come and manifested itself. So they are saying all very top class truths. Jayati te dikam janmana vraja shrayata indira shashvadatrahi. So Lakshmi is residing here. Now you will see that the gopis will praise Lakshmi in several places in Gopika Gitam. Why? They think Lakshmi is very fortunate. Lakshmi is very great. And she is, they respect in simplicity. They don't think they are greater than Lakshmi and all that. But in the Bhagavatam it is very clearly mentioned by Shukadeva Goswami, Lakshmi and all cannot even come inside Rasalila. But she is resting on the chest of Krishna. But she does not have that much intimacy with Krishna like the gopis. Not even like Yashodamai. Nemam virincho na bhavo nashirapi anga samshayah prasadam lebhire gopi yattat prapta vimuktidat. Shukadeva Goswami is saying, na imam virincho na bhavo na she. Neither Brahma, Vrincha means Brahma, Bhava means Shiva, na Sri, Lakshmi, api anga samshaya, although she is sitting on his chest. Prasadam lebhire gopi. This gopi called Yashoda, what mercy she got has never been got even by Brahma, by Shiva, by even Lakshmi from Krishna. Right? Yattat prapa vimuktidat. So, Krishna and the Brajavasis, especially the gopis, very, very supremely high class relationship. It is difficult to understand. Unless we are devotees of Krishna, unless we have cleansed our consciousness with some bhakti yoga, we can't even understand the high language of the gopis, both in terms of philosophy, in theology, and love of Krishna, everything together it will stop. So, although for them they are saying Lakshmi is very great, it is their simplicity. Shukadeva Goswami is saying, no, gopis are greater than Lakshmi. Even greater than Brahma and Shiva. Because of their devotion. Because of their devotion. So here all the gopis are worried about, where did you go? Come and be present in front of us. That is the real thing they want. Right away. Where did you go? Why are you not present in front of us? Why did you disappear? This is their request. So they are singing, because of you, this land of Vraja has become very great. Lakshmi is residing here. It's a very important landmark. Lakshmi is residing here. Sarayata Indira Shashvadatrahi. Then they'll go into their frustration. In the next shloka they say, Sharadu dasaye sadhu jatasat. Your glance, your look is like the whirl of the finest lotus. Right? Sarasi Jodara Sri Musha Drisha Suratanatate. Very beautiful. Suratanatha means, O Lord of love. Ashulka Dasika. Shulka means payment. We are your Ashulka Dasika means unpaid servants. We are serving you without payment. So how can you disappear? At least you should give payment, then you can disappear. But if you're not giving payment, you should be in front of us, available for us always. Because that is our payment. What is a payment? You should be present in front of us. Previously, we also said that Brahma himself is not a proper intelligent person because he had designed eyelids. And because of the eyelids, we are not able to see you for a brief moment. And why is he designing like this? What is his problem? Why is he stopping us from seeing whenever we blink our eyes? Can't he design properly? He's not a good designer. They will scold Brahma also here. Hare in ecstasy, they scold everybody for everything, even Krishna. So this beautiful expression of the gopis bubbling with love of Krishna, the excitement of loving Krishna and being in love with Krishna, that you can see in the Gopika Gitam. What it means to be in love with Krishna, the height of it, you can see in the gopis. So they are in bliss, enjoying. Because of love of Krishna, they are in love. And not in ordinary small 10%, 20%, 30%, 1% like we are in. They are brimming with it. They are made out of Krishna. Krishna Mayi. Radharani is called Krishna Mayi, made of completely consciousness of Krishna. So, Ashulka Dasika. We are serving you without payment. What a phrase to use. This is in anger they are saying. In anger they are saying, like that, in colloquial terms you will use, no? In colloquial terms you will say, sometimes we also think, I am rendering service and I am getting nothing. When you think of service in a material way, you will think, I am not getting any benefit. I am not getting any benefit. Because you are used to doing things out of a fruitive mentality. If I do something, I should get a fruit. If I do something, I should get some payment, some name, some acknowledgement, some praise, something you should give me. It is very rarely that you will see people do things without anything. At least a few words of praise you should give. Otherwise they become discouraged, they'll not do anymore. It is there even in our society amongst a company of devotees. They cannot do because they need their motivation to do. So they are saying, we are not asking for anything. Asulka Dashika. Because we don't value anything as much as you. So for us payment means you. You cannot pay anything else to me. Only your presence, your association is the payment. Anything else, no use for me. I have no value for it. Therefore, Ashulka Dasika, unpaid servant. Only one payment, be present in front of us. Be available. This is our payment that you should give. Devotees should get inspired by these words, because we should not serve. Service means I don't ask for anything in return. Work means I ask for something in return. I did work for you, pay me. I did service, I cannot ask for any payment. At least you give me the satisfaction of saying that the service has been accepted. It's good, nice, thank you. Okay, I am satisfied. But I am not asking for anything. In this way, there are layers of different types of attitudes for service also. Some of them will openly say, I am willing to serve, but you have to look after me, all my requirements. I have a family of 3 people. You must give me house, you must give me salary, and you must look after my medical insurance, everything, and I will serve. Then we will tell them, this is not serve, this is work. We cannot give you the title that you are serving. This is work. We'll put you under a different category. When we have an opening for that, we will definitely call you. Right? Nothing wrong. They are also doing one type of seva. Some others will actually say, we don't want anything but my basic needs I want. I can provide for my own basic needs, but still I feel you should give me something. So my basic needs you must give. What? You must give me a house, you must give me a place to stay, and you must give me good words and encouraging atmosphere. You will see devotees will become discouraged at service due to all these reasons. They are not able to control themselves from their own feeling. Somebody will say something, therefore I will stop my devotional service to Krishna. That means the power of your devotional service that you do is given to somebody else. Through his mouth he can stop it. Is it possible that the devotional service to the Supreme Absolute Truth can be stopped if one person makes a comment about you in anger? Because that is the way, that is the value you have. This is the other extreme, the gopis. Whether you say or you don't say, or you like it or you don't like it, I will serve. Why? I love you. That's all. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can stand between you and me. And if you also not be available here, I'll shout at you, curse you, shout at you. He's telling to Krishna like that. This is their absorption. That's why all the acharyas will comment on these verses. Superlative degree of devotion. And Krishna himself will tell, Ashulka Dasika, no payment for you, but I am defeated by your service. Na aparaye aham. He will come now after this. He'll appear from the bushes and say that, my dear gopis, after hearing the Gopika Gitam, he will come out of the bushes in the bank of the Yamuna. Then they will play in the Yamuna inside the waters. When he comes, he will tell, Na aparaye aham. I am not able to match your devotion with anything else with me that I can give you for your devotion. This devotion that you have for me is my highest wealth. That is the best thing in my treasury. You already have that. So be satisfied with that love. I have nothing else to give you. I am indebted to you. I lost. I have nothing else greater than this love that you're showing. That's the meaning of saying Ashulka Dasika. You cannot match. You cannot match. Krishna accepts defeat. Your love is so great, I cannot match it. So that's why they're saying here the very great meaning. Ashulka Dasika. Shulka also means the writing. You know, even Kaikeyi's father wrote a Shulka, which with Maharaj Dhritarashtra, which he hid from everybody else. In the Shulka it is mentioned that nobody else but my daughter's sons will become king. That is in writing, because Dhritarashtra married Kaikeyi. He was desperate for getting children. From Kausalya no children, from Sumitra no children, from Kaikeyi. So he said, you will have children from Kaikeyi, but they only will become king. He wrote and gave yes. He wrote and gave yes. Nobody knows. Only Mantra knows. Sumantra knows, Mantra knows. Even Mantra does not know the details, but Sumantra knows. Right? And that is why when Bharat is in the father's house, he will have the coronation ceremony for Rama. Because Shulka is written. But Kaikai does not know that much in detail. She knows something. That is why she will ask the boon. Put my son as a king. Even as per the Shulka is supposed to put, but that will not be mentioned by her. But Dhritarashtra knows it is correct what she is asking. So a lot of complications come there. Because he has given Shulka. This is also called a Shulka. I give you a contract with you, I write with you, you do this for me, I'll do this for you. It's called Shulka. Ashulka Dasika means no contract servant. You will not write any contract with me, you never promised any payment, but I am doing it. Ashulka Dasika. Unpaid servant. Simply dependent on your mercy. We don't know anything else but your mercy. So they are telling here, Suratanatate. Very contrary things. They will say, Suratanatate, O Lord of love. And then they will say, Ashulka Dasika. Suratanatate, Ashulka Dasika, Varada Nignato, Neha Kim Vada. You are killing us. Neha Kim Vada. Why are you killing me? This is a very intense statements. First of all, we are unpaid servant. Now you are killing us also. First is unpaid servant, you could leave it like that. No. Why are you coming and killing the unpaid servant also? This is too much. This is too much. So they are expressing that you have disappeared. It's very bad. You are killing us by not being present in front of us. We are unpaid servants. You cannot also kill us. That is one step even more than that. So, Neha Kim Vada, why you are killing us? So these are amazing words used here. See, O Lord of love, in beauty your glance excels the whirl of the finest, most perfectly formed lotus within the autumn pond. So beautiful your look is, your glances. O bestower of benedictions, you give all sorts of varam, all sorts of benedictions to everybody, boons. You are killing the maid servants who have given themselves to you freely without any price. Isn't this murder? Is a translation. Isn't this murder? You are murdering us, killing us. Why? You disappeared. You were with us and you disappeared. So if you just think about it deeply and look at the mood and the pulse of this beautiful rendition, you can see the heart of the gopis, their feelings, their emotions expressed without any regret. Let the whole world know what you are doing to us, because you are highly disturbed. So the series of shlokas, they are filled with intense absorbed love of Krishna. That is why we should understand it properly. If you just a superficial reading of it and looking at it, oh, Krishna danced with the ladies in the middle of the night. So what a horrible thing to say. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that. Something else is happening here. And Krishna is purchased. Krishna is completely conquered by the love of the gopis. He is controlled by them. And he is enjoying that control. He is enjoying them scolding him, chastising him, because it is pure love. Because it's pure love. So, Krishna is related with in Madhurya Rasa by the gopis, in Sakhya Rasa by the gopas, in Vatsalya Rasa by Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. These are the main rasas in Vraja. Dasya and Shanta and all that is not much discussed. This is all beyond Dasya. Servitorship,
Hanuman's servitorship, Lakshmana's servitorship, and Dasa Bhava and all that. This is beyond that bhava. Dasya is common. That bhava is common. So you will see in the Bhagavatam, these three rasas will be discussed more. And Vraja means these rasas: Vatsalya, Madhurya, Sakhya. And here, this is about Madhurya Rasa, the gopis, and their feelings. So, I just read these two shlokas. We can read more and more, and each of them relish the deep feelings of the gopis. And they are not, although people think that they are just gopis, village girls, very simple. But when you see this, you will read. You will see how deeply they know the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Because that will be reflected very casually in it. Very casually. And what will come topmost is their love for Krishna. That is priority. That is the priority. So, in many leelas, you will see in Braja, for Krishna, for the gopis, it is reveling in love of relationships. These relationships are most important. And they will talk about it repeatedly. Without you, we are finished. We are dead. Don't kill us by not being present in front of us. This is a demand to Krishna. We don't want anything else. We want your association. Constantly. Always. We want to keep watching you. Every movement of your eyelids, your feet, your walking, your gait, your talk, your smile. That's all we want to keep seeing and enjoying. And we are ready to do any seva. This is the meaning of love. Actually, in the material world, we don't know really what is love. We don't have that experience. But when we come to hear these wonderful leelas of Krishna, then we get to know what really love means. We become exposed to it. Love means only with Krishna. Bhakti is only with Krishna. That you will understand when we read very carefully with a steady mind the words of the gopis. Very deep. That's why this 5 chapters, Rasalila chapters, Panchamadhyaya, very, very deep and supposed to be the core of the whole Bhagavatam, the core of the whole Vedic literature, expressing love of Krishna by the greatest lovers of Krishna in Madhurya Bhava. Okay? That is why when we chant in the morning, we should be absorbed in the emotion of the gopis. And in this way, pray to Krishna, pray to the gopis, pray to the Goswamis, pray to all the previous acharyas, that we may get a little small, teeny weeny, small drop of this emotion, this rasa of love of Krishna. That is why we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Because it gives us love of Krishna. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra is giving us love of Krishna directly. That's why, right? That is mentioned. Krishna mantra hoite samsara mochana, Krishna nama hoite Krishnera charana. By Krishna mantra, you can get even liberation, but by Krishna nama, you will get love of God. You will get love of God. We are chanting Nama. Although it's called Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? That's a big topic to discuss. Mantra and Nama. Nama is great potency. more than mantra. We are chanting Nama. And by chanting the Nama, you'll get love of Krishna. By chanting mantra, you may get liberation. Krishna mantra hoibe pabe samsara mochana. Krishna nama hoite pabe krishnera charana. Given differentiation. By Krishna mantra, you will get even liberation. But by Krishna nama, you will get love of Krishna. So, in Lord Chaitanya's teachings, he wants us to get love of Krishna. That's why he has given us the chanting of the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This type of love of Krishna in Madhuri Rasa is possible to achieve if you chant the holy names without offense. It's already given. Now the work is to be done by you only. If you chant without offense, you can be situated in that love of Krishna. So don't think it has not been given to you. But it has not been worked upon by you, utilized by you. But the gopis have utilized it and risen to the position of that type of love of Krishna. This is the type of choices given to you. If you chant the holy name purely, you will also become a recipient of love of Krishna. In any one of these rasas. This is reality. Om Tat Sat, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Any question or comment? Yeah.
How to know that our authority is satisfied or dissatisfied with the living service which we are trying to do?
Go and ask the authority. What stops you from going to the authority directly and asking, are you pleased with what I am doing? Is there anything else I can do to improve? You can go and ask, person to person. Don't have to send a WhatsApp message and emojis. Just ask person to person. That is when your real spiritual life will start. Person to person. Don't use the instrument. That is the first step we must do. We are all not practicing some very basic aspects of life, which is personal, relational aspects. We are sacrificing those things in Kali Yuga a lot for mechanistic, machine-oriented interactions and thinking that that is enough. Actually, you're losing a lot. You're losing a lot. But what to do, that is Kali Yuga. So best thing to do is to communicate. Even if you're using these devices, you can communicate through that personally and ask, or meet and ask. That's all. What stops you from asking? Everything is open. You can go to Krishna and talk. Why do you think the deities are here? You can go and talk to Krishna. He hears you. He hears you. It's a very beautiful conversation will happen now. Krishna will come and then the gopis will ask him, what type of love is the best? And they'll ask him a question. Very tricky question. A very interesting conversation. And the Lord will give explanation. He give an answer. And there it is explained by the acharyas also. Don't think I disappointed you and I went away from you. Many times my devotees worship me and I don't reciprocate. Because only then they will intensify their devotion to me. He's telling that. That is why I disappeared. Because I know how to make you fall in love with me. That is my domain. So many times I will not reciprocate with the worshipper. You should not think that I have not heard you. You should not think that I am not present and I don't know what you're doing. I know everything. But I choose not to reciprocate with you. He's telling this. So, I'm saying you can go and stand in front of Lord Jagannath and speak to him. He hears you. He hears you. It's a fact. Similarly, you go and talk in front of your authority. He's also your authority. He can talk. He hears it. It is just that you don't have the faith so much built up. This is a fact. It will happen. This is the hope of the devotee. This is real. Okay? I hope that helps you. Any other question or comment? Yeah. It is already Hari Nam. What? We may say, but what it is Nama. There are other mantras. Many other mantras, even Pancharatrika mantras, Vedic mantras, all that. They are also Krishna mantras. Upadesh, initiation, all you get mantras. But Nama is independent of everything. It Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana. It comes directly from Krishna and goes into your mouth. And directly you can get love of Krishna. But still you will not do things properly. So all other adjustments and arrangements have come into place. You will not chant offenselessly. So for that sake, other padding and all that come. Then comes mantra, comes all that also, to help you to chant offenselessly. Our whole process is chanting of the holy name offenselessly. For that sake only we are doing everything else. For that sake only we are doing deity worship. For that sake only you are taking initiation. For that sake only you are accepting Guru. Everything. To connect with Krishna through the holy name. Because why? You are not able to do it on your own. Padding. Yes. Any other question or comment? Yeah. நாமத்துக்கும் ஆக்சுவலாக தேவையில்லை. ஹரே கிருஷ்ண மகாமந்திரன்னு சொல்கிறோம்ல, அது நாமந்தான். அந்த மந்த்ரா வேறு விஷயத்துக்காக அப்படி போட்டிருக்கு மந்த்ரான்னு, பப்ளிசிட்டிக்காக நினச்சிங்க. மந்த்ரான்னு சொன்னால் தான் எல்லோரும் எடுப்பாங்க. அதை நாமம்னு சொன்னால் யாருமே வரமாட்டாங்க. இந்த வைதிக சாஸ்திரத்தில், இந்த ரிலிஜியன் போகிற அந்த மதத்தில் மந்திரம்னு சொன்னால் எடுத்துப்பாங்க. நாமம்னு சொன்னால் எவனுமே வரமாட்டான். மார்க்கெட்டிங். So there is mantra also. People who get second initiated get Krishna mantra. When you get second initiated, Diksha, appo you will get Krishna mantra. But we don't pay much importance to that. That is only meant to aid your chanting. Nama is supreme. You can read it in Prabhupada's books. Many people don't understand all these things. Just generally overall, less like that. But Prabhupada has explained all these things. In the shloka, Krishna mantra hoibe pabe samsara mochana. நீங்கள் கிருஷ்ண மந்திரம் சொன்னீங்கன்னா லிபரேஷன், முக்தி கிடைக்கும். பட் அகாசுரனுக்கு தான் முக்தி கிடைச்சது, சிசுபாலனுக்கு தான் முக்தி கிடைச்சது. கிருஷ்ண நாம ஹொய்தே பாபே கிருஷ்ணேர சரணா. ஆனால் நாமத்தை சொன்னீங்கன்னா யூ வில் கெட் கிருஷ்ணாஸ் லோட்டஸ் ஃபீட், விச் இஸ் லவ் ஆஃப் கிருஷ்ணா. அப்படியே எழுதியிருக்கு. எஸ், யூ ஷுட் ரீட். That is why we are chanting the holy name. Don't chant the holy name like mantra. Chant it like nama. இந்தியாவில் எப்படி சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கணும். Don't chant it like mantra. Initially we will tell you the மந்திரங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னா எல்லாமே சரியாயிடும். That's how we give. They'll accept the மந்திரம், ஸ்பெஷல் மந்திரம். இது வந்து பிராமணா இருக்கணுமா, இல்லை நீங்கள் சாண்ட் பண்ணலாம், யார் வேணால் சொல்லலாம். This is how we tell, no, mantra. That's why they are accepting. Actually they are accepting nama. And they are thinking it is mantra. And they will chant. Then they will start getting love of Krishna. Then they will not bother about anything, they will chant. Then they will know. The name will reveal himself. Because the name and Krishna are the same. It's a great science. Explained by Haridas Thakur. So we are not Hindus chanting mantra. We are not following Hinduism. அவங்க வந்து ஒரு மந்திரம் தான் சொல்லுவாங்க எப்போதுமே. This is how they will talk about ISKCON. அவங்க வந்து எப்போதுமே ஒரே ஒரு மந்திரம் தான் சொல்லுவாங்க, அவங்க வேற ஒரு மந்திரமும் தெரியாது. அப்போ பிரம்ம சமீதான்னு ஏதோ சொல்லி ஒரு மந்திரம் சொல்லுவாங்க, இல்லைன்னா எப்போதுமே அதே மந்திரத்தை சொல்லுவாங்க. See, the way they are judging you is, you are chanting only one mantra. I know Om Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. எனக்கு வந்து பஞ்சசூக்தம் எல்லாம் தெரியும், எனக்கு வந்து இந்த மந்திரம் தெரியும், அந்த லலிதா சகஸ்ரநாமம் தெரியும், எல்லாத்தையுமே குழப்பி அவியல் மாதிரி எல்லா மந்திரமே எனக்கு தெரியும். மந்திர உலகத்தில் நான் இருக்கேன், நான் பிராமணன், நான் வந்து அதுன்னு சொல்லி they are mantra people. At the most you will get liberation, which even Agasura got. Understand our philosophy. But if you chant nama, you will develop love for Krishna, and you will get more than liberation. You will get love of Krishna, which you will not get if you simply do only mantra. Nama is a big science. கிருஷ்ணரே வந்து இது பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்காரு. நாமத்தை சொன்னா என்ன டைரக்டா கிடைச்சிருவாங்க. Shortcut, which nobody can get. Absolute truth, Krishna is not available to anybody so easily. So it's very, very great period, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's period. We don't even understand how great discount it is. That is the meaning of the mercy of the Lord. That is why Chaitanya Charitamrita says, if you want to apply your intelligence and logic and understand, please apply it to the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Please apply it to the mercy of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It mentioned very beautifully. எல்லாம் ரொம்ப பிரமாதமாக explained பண்ணியிருக்காரு Prabhupada. And also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has explained this. So you are not simply chanting a mantra, you are chanting something amazing, give you love of Krishna directly. Because Krishna is desiring that now. கலியுகத்தில் இப்படி கொடுத்துருங்க அவங்களுக்கெல்லாம். He has decided to be merciful like that. Who can stop it? You get the point? Mantra na medhiva puriyum namakku. It doesn't matter. Mantra gantrana is for people who keep on saying, I am Hindu, I am born in Brahmana family, I am like this. Mantra சொல்லிட்டு அங்கே இருக்கலாம். பட் நாமத்தை சொல்லிட்டு அவங்களையும் மீறி மேலே போயிடுவாங்க டைரக்டா கிருஷ்ணருக்கு. Because that is Krishna's desire. In Kali Yuga, he has opened it up. If you want to stick to mantra and stick to your parampara, you can be there. No problem. If you want that, Krishna will give you that also. Some people are very interested in getting second initiation. I can wear Brahmin that I have become Brahmana. Arey yaar, you are getting something more than Brahmana. You are getting love of the gopis, like gopis. Where is this and where is that? So some devotee is very eager to get second initiation. I want to become a Brahmana. ஏன்னா நான் வந்து தலித் ஃபேமிலியிலேருந்து வந்திருக்கேன், இப்போ வந்து பிராமணா ஆகிட்டேன்னா ரொம்ப பெரிய காரியம் எனக்கு. It's nothing actually. Of course, in one sense it is great. Prabhupada said we want to create a Brahmin society where high class individuals, he named character of the people are like Brahmanas. the Brahman position also will be crossed on the way to devotion. So, it is not about becoming Brahmana, it is not about chanting mantra, it is not even about getting liberation. It's about going back to Krishna in love of Krishna. Okay? Chant without offense. Any other question or comment? Gopis still here. Gopis are eternal. Like you are also here only. You are also eternal. What do you mean gopis are still here? Gopis are always there. You are always there. What? It is some historical statement or something? The gopis. In the year 4102 BC, the gopis said this. After that, are they still available? Krishna is always there, gopis are always there, Goloka Vrindavan is always there. And there's a nice shloka that says that in Vrindavan, even today, the same pastimes are going on. In Mayapur, the same pastimes of Lord Chaitanya are going on. But kono kono bhagyavan dekhe pare nahe. Those fortunate people can actually see it. They are there, leelas are still going on. It is just that we are not very fortunate to see. Next. To ask the Lord also requires qualification. What is that? What qualification is required for asking from the Lord? For a child to tell the mother, I am hungry, requires qualification. To ask the mother also requires qualification. அம்மா எனக்கு பசிக்கிறது, அதுக்கு வந்து ஸ்பெஷல் குவாலிஃபிகேஷன் இருந்தால் தான் கேட்க முடியுமா? Not required, it's natural. I don't know anybody else. Matpranan attastu saeva napara. I know only my mother. I don't know anybody else. I can ask only my mother. What qualification is required? The fact that I am your child is the only qualification. That's why Krishna is saying, Mama evam cha jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. You belong to me, you are part and parcel of me. That is the qualification to ask the Lord. If you recognize I am part and parcel of Krishna, then you will ask Krishna. That is the qualification. Okay? Yes. Om Tat Sat. Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nittai Gur Premanande.